All right, so we are live for another episode of In the Hot Seat. I know it's been a while, but we're here for WWE Fastlane 2015 predictions, and as well, of course, as always, giving thoughts and opinions on what's going on in the world of wrestling for this week, for this Wednesday as well. So, got the panel with me. What's going on, guys?
How's it going, Dave? Doing good tonight.
Going good.
Doing good, doing good.
All right, so without further ado, let's get right into it with the first topic here. We're going to jump right into with TNA, especially with the news from last night, I believe, from yesterday. So with that being said, on Samoa Joe looking to be leaving TNA and everything like that, and I'll go ahead and go first. And with Samoa Joe leaving TNA, it does actually suck, and I was actually a little surprised about that. To my clan and everything, it looks like he wasn't really as happy and things weren't going so well, obviously. So it's just as well. So we'll probably be seeing maybe him going to Ring of Honor or stuff like that, or maybe even WWE. I know he went out there for a long time ago for a tryout and stuff. That's the only time that I know that he was in the company, but that was about it. So let's go around with this. Zach, your thoughts?
I'm also surprised about this. This guy had stuck to TNA for the last 10 years. The Samoan submission machine. I think some of the stuff that we've read is that like he kind of was unhappy with the company. They couldn't come to an agreement on his contract. It's shocking to see him go. Maybe he'll go back to Ring of Honor. I would like to see him try to make his way through WWE because he would be a big force just like Kevin Owens is right now.
All right, Chris.
Yeah, it did come as a surprise because when you just see him, on TV, with the Beatdown Clan, and him kind of being like, as looking like an equal part and giving him an opportunity in that in the clan, it really kind of is a bummer that he's decided to leave. And there was apparently Velvet Sky had commented about Samoa Joe's departure, and from what she basically said was the company's not the same anymore. Well, I guess you got to do what you got to do, but his future endeavors, could be limitless. He could very well end up in WWE, of course, starting with NXT. Me thinking that I would like to see him go up against guys like, of course, Hideo Itami, Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, but then if he ever went to the main roster, let's look at pound for pound what a very good match that we could very well see, or at least I would like to see, Rusev versus Samoa Joe.
Nice.
But there is also, I do think, and talking to Andre Corbeil, he had mentioned him going to New Japan Pro Wrestling and having him go to the Bullet Club, which, of course, we've got AJ Styles with the Bullet Club. We've got Luke Gallows there. We've got the Young Bucks. So, we could very well see him there. Pretty much the options are limitless for him unless, unless he wants to stay home and be a dad and take care of his kids. That I more power to him to do that. So, just like I said in my video yesterday, whatever he decides to do, best of luck, Samoa Joe, and thank you for your years in TNA.
No doubt about it. Eventually, we will get Raheem's thoughts once he does come back. We'll just keep on going with the discussion. Going into the next thing here, and something that I've been curious about and what exactly is going to happen to me. I think this next topic will happen most likely after Fastlane, and that's about with Randy Orton. We haven't really seen him for a while now, especially being taken out from Seth Rollins and everything. So it seems like they might be going into a feud for WrestleMania and probably have a match with those two. So it's actually kind of odd that they haven't really shown Randy Orton for a while now. So things could be in question with that, especially with the main event too, going in for WrestleMania and all that stuff. So Zach, your thoughts on Randy Orton? What do you think is going to be happening with that? And what would you like to see out of Randy Orton once he does come back?
Yeah, I'm also surprised that they've been pushing back his return for so long. They wanted to do it right at the Royal Rumble. They wanted to do it for past few Raws, and they're like, no, we'll wait. I have a sneaking suspicion they're going to have him up here at Fastlane, RKO out of nowhere on Seth Rollins, and then start building up that feud for WrestleMania, because that's the perfect time to get things started. We're going to get a great story out of this, and I can't wait to see this match come up at WrestleMania.
I agree completely with that.
Nice. All right, since you're back too, do you have your thoughts on Samoa Joe too as well?
Well, I mean, I don't have that much thoughts because I mean, I don't watch TNA, but I mean, it depends really where he's going to go. I mean, I've been hearing rumors that Triple H is actually interested of putting Samoa Joe in a training match or whatever in NXT.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that could happen, but we'll just have to see what happens really.
All right, Chris, your thoughts on Randy Orton?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many months now it's been since, we've heard rumors about Randy Orton coming back, and it's just been pushed back, and then you end up hearing these rumors where, oh, he's going to be, the heel, the face, he's going to be the hero, blah, 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 blah. Then I just recently saw something on Facebook where he's going to be the anti-hero. I mean, who knows at this point? I do miss Randy Orton, that's for damn sure. But, I mean, when he's going to come back, I don't know. Could he come back at Fastlane? In my opinion, with the way things have gone, I doubt it. I don't know if maybe they're going to have him start fresh after, maybe even hold off and wait till after WrestleMania, because let's be honest, him and John Cena came in at about the same time. So he's really doing what's best for him and to get the rest he needs, get the vacation that he needs. And like I said, as far as what he's going to come back like, I'd like to see him kind of come back. I mean, I guess you can't really. I don't think the Legend Killer gimmick would work anymore. But maybe I don't know. Maybe the guy that will continue to punt people's heads off. Who knows? But all I know is that I really would like to see him come back soon. But when is that soon going to be? Who knows?
Yeah. Because it's weird that they've been pushing back his return, because he technically did return at a house show, didn't he?
Yeah, he's been at house shows for the
Yeah,
most part.
yeah, so
I heard that.
He's been at house shows, but he hasn't actually officially returned on TV. So I find that weird, really.
Yeah.
But see now, here's one question I have, and the Bray Wyatt promos that took place on Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are saying that Bray Wyatt is, he tried to put those towards The Undertaker. Could he maybe be calling out Randy Orton? Could that be possible? Do you guys think?
I mean, it could be possible. I mean, maybe WWE is wanting to think it's The Undertaker, so then they can surprise us and it could be Randy Orton. So, I mean, anything's possible, really.
True. Yeah, they could always swerve us with that, but I feel like still it's going to be The Undertaker. Most likely have it be his last match, and then he'll go into the Hall of Fame next year, basically. So, I don't know. It could happen. Who knows? But we'll have to wait and see on that. And getting into the next thing, and that's going into with Stone Cold's podcast, eventually talking about most of the stuff that has been going on throughout the year, and some of the really good stuff too that's been on the network, and hopefully we get to see this as a yearly thing, and almost in like a year-end review too for Stone Cold Steve Austin, so it's really cool with that. And one of the things he talked about was, of course, China being hopefully maybe getting a spot in the Hall of Fame and everything like that. So that's been going around as well. So just gonna get you guys' thoughts on should China be in the Hall of Fame. We're gonna start things off with Chris. Your thoughts?
I think she should, no doubt about it. In my opinion, I don't see any reason why she should not be in the Hall of Fame. Could it be because Triple H and Stephanie, if you heard the whole entire interview with Vince Russo in China and the way things went down, because things were left on a really sour note and things were not done the way they should have, because apparently Triple H did not want to hurt China, but, it ended up scarring her even a whole lot worse. And, yes, she got into porn, okay? The adult film industry, who cares, okay? There are a lot of other people in the Hall of Fame that I am pretty damn sure that we can point the finger that maybe they've done stuff. I don't want to say just as bad, but to a degree, they have their past. They're skeletons in the closet, so to speak. And you know, you got to think, China, okay? She could kick a guy's ass. She was the first ever women's intercontinental champion. Like, she was the first woman to hold the intercontinental belt. Had a really good feud with Chris Jericho, might I add. She was the first woman to be in the Royal Rumble, and with her accomplishments of being a champion, being, this ninth wonder of the world, to, her accomplishments that she's done. I mean, I don't see any reason. She was a huge part of the Attitude Era, and I don't see any reason why she should not be in the Hall of Fame. And I challenge that to anybody to maybe make a counter argument about that, because I really don't feel like there is one, or there could be one that is strong enough. I mean, if they are a real WWE, WWF fan, they would know to possibly stick up for China like I am, like so many others, and recognizing her accomplishments. So that's where I stand. There is no doubt in my mind that China should not be in the Hall of Fame, but it's really Triple H and Stephanie at the end of the day that need to pull their heads out of their butts.
Yeah, it's a behind the scenes type of thing.
It is. It really
Yes,
is.
it is. Yeah, the way I see it, I think she should, especially the stuff that you mentioned too, that she's done over the years before she eventually just stepped out and did porn and all that stuff. But besides all that, it actually did make me think, especially seeing like other people have their past and stuff like that and their own personal demons, if you will. So, I don't see why not. She should go into the Hall of Fame, and actually having where it could be like other women looking up to her and stuff like that in that aspect, and actually wanting to do some of the same stuff that she's done in the ring. So I don't see why not. So Zach, your thoughts on that?
Oh, China more than deserves it. I mean, there are all these gender barriers that you saw in wrestling, and China helped break them down. I mean, as Chris also mentioned, first woman ever in the Royal Rumble match, first ever female Intercontinental Champion. She was the first only woman ever to enter the King of the Ring tournament. Back in 1999, she was also #1 contender to the WWE Championship temporarily. She more than deserves it. She's changed wrestling on her own in the company to show, hey, just because she's a woman doesn't mean she can't fight like a man. She more than deserves it. I don't care if she did a porno. I mean, she's done sex tapes. So did freaking X-Pac. Remember the whole One Night in China thing from a while back? They did that together, and yet that didn't stop X-Pac from still having a career or coming back to WWE. So Triple H and Stephanie need to get over their bad blood with her, let her at least come back, make some appearances, and get her into the Hall of Fame like she deserves.
All right, Raheem.
Completely agree with Chris, completely agree with Zach. She definitely deserves to be in the Hall of Fame career-wise. She has a lot of accolades, but it's that one thing that's stopping her, and it's that behind-the-scene things with Stephanie and Triple H. It's that one thing that's stopping it. Those problems with Triple H and Stephanie. And of course the porn thing as well.
Alright, so getting into the next thing, and this is basically without giving any predictions, we'll save that for later, of course. And I know it's been a little bit of a touchy subject, and it has a lot from both sides of the fence, if you will, and that is about with Roman Reigns lately too, especially with his push ever since the Royal Rumble. And just want to see where you guys stand with this. What do you think things should go, and how do you feel about it overall? Zach, your thoughts overall on Roman Reigns' push as of right now?
Yeah, I remember bringing up some of this stuff when we did the whole Wrestling Underdogs little hangout thing this week with Levi. Roman Reigns, I would say he would be ready if he had better promos. Let him be himself rather than being scripted and talking like Sylvester the Cat from the Looney Tunes and quoting nursery rhymes and fairy tales and all that stuff. You're not going to get over with all the fans trying to talk like that. Maybe the kids. But come on, you also got adults watching the show, and you can't really believe in a guy who has his promo scripted word for word. Yes, he's got the look. Yes, he's strong. He's got the family heritage. He could pull it off in the ring if he brought into his moveset a little more. But that one thing that's still holding him back to make him less believable as a main event top guy are the mic skills. He has to be able to deliver on the promo, connect with the crowd, and then I would actually be able to get behind him. But if he does that, I'll get behind him, but he's still just a little bit not ready yet.
Yeah, for me, I feel like they should have him more talk for himself and not have things be scripted, because having it go like that, I think will go a long way, especially, showing more of the family heritage and stuff like that. I think we're add a little bit more and so some more realism to it, and I think people will get into it just slightly a little bit more. So it'll take some time and won't happen overnight, of course, but within from
Exactly.
now until WrestleMania, I think things would get slightly a little bit better, and especially throughout the rest of 2015. So, Chris, your thoughts on that?
You know, we weren't sure where to go with Roman Reigns after the Royal Rumble, did we? Yeah, his promos were really bad. But for the past couple weeks, he's done decent. I mean, he hasn't, in his promos, whether it's sitting at ringside talking to, JBL and Cole and Booker T, or whether it's in the locker room talking to Renee Young, whatever. I think, honestly, yes, he's got the look. I think he's got some decent charisma to him. I'm gonna put it that right there, right now. I think the guy's got some decent charisma. Rock style charisma, no. But then again, when The Rock first came in, did he have a whole lot of charisma to him? Not really. But then they gave him the Intercontinental Championship, and he ran with that thing. WWE World Heavyweight Championship, I don't see him being ready for. That could just be me. But I would have said, start him off small. Give him a singles title first. I don't care if it's the United States. I don't care if it's the Intercontinental title. Because honestly, I see Seth Rollins more ready for the WWE World Heavyweight title than I do Roman Reigns. But that's just me. Roman Reigns, anything can happen at this point. But I do believe in Roman Reigns to a degree. I don't hate the guy. I actually kind of like him. And that's really all that can be said. For me, things remain to be seen. But ready for the World Heavyweight Championship? I don't think so. So yeah, that's where I stand about Roman Reigns.
All right, Brahim.
Yeah, I mean, promos is a key factor. Roman Reigns needs to prove on his promos. Everything else is pretty much sorted on, but it's that one thing that he needs to sort himself out on, and that's promos. He needs to work on his promos. If his promos are like the one he had on Raw with Brock Lesnar, because that promo he did with Brock Lesnar on that Raw, I thought was so much better than his previous promos. I do believe if he can improve on his promos, then he will be not ready, but he'll be going in the right direction then. But I still don't feel that he's entirely ready. I think Seth Rollins is more ready than Roman Reigns in getting the WWE title. But other than that, I think it's just those promos he needs to improve on.
All right, so I got two more topics before we get into predictions, and with the next one that I've been wanting to talk about for a while too, and that's been in question as well with Rey Mysterio and his contract lately too. It looks like he might be on his way out, and hearing things about him most likely going to Lucha Underground, things like that. So it's actually pretty interesting. I personally, I've always enjoyed Rey Mysterio more with the mask and everything like that. It actually kind of lives up to his name too, being mysterious and all that. And I always liked his entrance and things like that. And he's actually had some actually great matches too as well before. So seeing him go, it is kind of fortunate. But then again, he has been injured before, and he is injury prone. On top of that, so it also would be just as well. So him actually going to Lucha Underground wouldn't be so bad. It would actually add a little bit more to that company and everything, and actually create some more excitement and see other matches and see what other moves he would be able to do. And in a way, I guess it would be somewhat like a part-time contract on the way, if you will, since it's not going to be the full-time WWE schedule, so it might be a little bit more better. So, Zach, your thoughts on Rey Mysterio? Oh, what was that?
I was just going to say, it will be better if it's part-time, because what happens if he does full-time in Lucha Underground and he starts injuring himself?
Yeah,
like he did in WWE,
No.
But go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I think it's time for Ray to finally get out of WWE. He's been there since around mid-2002. He's clearly unhappy with how everything is in WWE, and yet they're still trying to hold him into the company. It's just like, come on, he's done everything he can there. He's injury prone. Just let him go and do whatever he wants. You can't keep holding him forever. I mean, he's gone through a lot of injuries. He's hardly been seen over the last few years. Let him go to a place like Lucha Underground, or maybe explore a bit back in Japan, or maybe go back to Mexico. Just let him do what he wants with his career, because they've been treating him like crap over the last few years. I mean, that whole one-day WWE title reign was just garbage, and then afterwards, he's hardly been around. If the guy wants out, don't hold him there. Just let him go.
All right, Chris.
You know, I'll be honest, I just don't care about Rey Mysterio at this point. The guy's, you know, I mean, don't get me wrong. Thank you, Rey Mysterio, for all that you've done in the WWE, for being the world's biggest small guy. But to a point, you know, it's exactly what Zach said. I mean, if he's not happy, if WWE is really kind of like holding him by a noose into a contract, it's like, what sense does that make if he's not around and he doesn't want to be there, you know? It makes no sense whatsoever. I would say if he still wanted to wrestle, he is definitely a better fit for Lucha Underground, and have him be in a part-time situation, because he's got those past injuries, so you don't really want to go full-time, go full speed ahead, and end up injuring yourself again, possibly paralyzing yourself, you know? I mean, what good would that do? Absolutely nothing. So, you know, Rey Mysterio, WWE needs to let him go, and you know what? Let him go, do whatever he wants to do. Stay at home, collect, Social Security. Who the hell knows? But or if he wants to go to Lucha Underground, let him. But you know what? At this point, I just don't care enough to be like, oh yeah, let's bring him back, blah 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 blah. No, sorry, that won't be happening with me.
Yeah, I mean, there's no point, because if he does return, he's only going to injure himself again.
Exactly.
I mean,
That's what sucks.
Every time he returns, 5 months later, he gets injured again, and we don't see him for another year. And then he'll return, and then he gets injured again. It's just like, just let him go, man. I mean, he's done all he needed to do. Just let him go and let him get on with his life.
All right. So getting into the final topic here, and that is about with Seth Rollins, especially going into what do we think is going to be happening, especially with the whole Money in the Bank briefcase, and where do we think things are going to go, and where, how he's going to cash in and everything like that. To me, I really do feel like he will cash in at WrestleMania. I think that is the best bet as of right now, since we really didn't get to see that. And I know I mentioned this too on the Wrestling Underdogs channel as well last time. So, Zach, your thoughts, and go ahead.
Yeah, I'm also hoping he cashes in at WrestleMania, because that would be the biggest thing for his career. It's never been done before at a WrestleMania of somebody cashing in. And plus, that would be a big thing, like I said, for his career. But you got to wonder, would that be held back because of the whole scandal thing from last week? Because we know Vince is getting on him and wants to punish him for that. But I'm hoping that's not going to affect him. Let's let him cash in the money at WrestleMania. He can pretty much be considered as a main event heel, because he can go in the ring. He's over as hell with the crowd as a bad guy. That would be the perfect time to do it, and it would solidify his career big time in the WWE.
All right, Chris.
I absolutely love Seth Rollins. Can I just say that? I freaking dig this dude as a heel. I think he pushes all the right buttons. He is like the perfect jerk,
Yeah, I second that.
And it's like, he's got these two pain in the asses with him, Joey Mercury and Jamie Noble, okay? Where do I see him going by WrestleMania or at WrestleMania? I saw the promo that he cut on Monday Night Raw. I think this guy is clearly sick of carrying around that damn briefcase. He wants to do something with it. Now, I don't give a damn if it's Roman Reigns that he cashes it in on, Brock Lesnar, or hell, Daniel Bryan, okay? Can you imagine some Daniel Bryan fans that, Daniel Bryan gets screwed again, blah, 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 blah. Let's see, Daniel Bryan wins the belt.
It's going to be a riot on the streets.
Oops, Seth Rollins cashes it in on him. All of a sudden, ding, 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 Seth Rollins is holding that belt up high, And people would get so freaking pissed. But like I said, regardless, either way, I don't care. Roman Reigns, Daniel Bryan, Brock Lesnar, I want Seth Rollins as the damn champion. Okay, can I just say that? I want him as my champion. and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Okay, so he'll be definitely, hopefully, cashing it in at WrestleMania.
All right, Raheem.
Exactly. Cashing in on WrestleMania would solidify his career immensely. It would be absolutely epic. I mean, he deserves it more than Roman Reigns. I mean, he deserves a title more than Roman Reigns. I mean, we still don't know when he's going to cash it in, but if it was my bet, I think it might be WrestleMania, and I hope it is because
He should.
It'll be the best time.
Yeah, he should. It is the best time. The best time indeed. Hell, it would, especially on the biggest stage of them all, WrestleMania. Come on, you
Yeah,
can't miss
That would be his WrestleMania moment.
He's hot. He's hot on momentum right now. It's the right time.
Absolutely. I mean, look how well he did at WrestleMania, at Royal Rumble against Brock Lesnar and John Cena. You know, I mean, that match was absolutely terrific. You know, I mean, it would just be the best thing in the world.
Yeah, it really would be, and it actually created a lot of great stuff too for WrestleMania, and especially a lot more feuds going for Seth Rollins. So yeah, he definitely takes really good care of that character. He actually does a damn good job. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen. Hopefully it will happen like that, but never know. So I know his time is supposed to be coming in, so we'll actually go ahead and go with predictions. You know, not keep them short, but we can just keep them pretty lengthy if that as well. If you have any other thoughts with the predictions, so we'll get right ahead into it. And with the first match, we got, and getting over with this, with Paige and Nikki Bella for the Divas Championship. You know, to me, I feel like since I'm going with Paige in this one, I think it'll be about time for Paige to be able to get the Divas Championship and hold it for a while. I think it's been a long time coming to as well, especially for her. So I think it actually do well for her, and that's who I'm going to be going with. And Zach, your thoughts on the Divas Championship?
I might as well say right off the bat, I love Paige. Holy freaking crap. I wish she would win the Divas Championship, but I would prefer to see her win it at WrestleMania because that would be a bigger thing for her, for that young woman to finally hit, to win the championship back at. So I still think wait just about a month, do it at WrestleMania, but for now, Nikki retains at Fastlane, even though I love Paige. I would bow down before her if I had the chance.
Fuck that.
She looks good in any ring attire that she has.
Bloody hell, fuck that.
I love Paige. Damn it, she's the same age as me.
Fuck that, Dwuzzy. I'm all about Nikki.
Oh, hell yeah.
Screw her.
Well, both
We got 2 for 2 going on here.
Nikki Bella.
Nikki's got big titties. Why do you think she's got Cena? Because he's drooling all over those
I don't
fake
care.
milk jugs.
I don't care. I love
I
Nikki.
need Paige.
She puked on
Dude,
my
when I
tits.
freaking went to main event like back in December, I kept staring at Paige's ass the whole time she was wrestling Emma.
I absolutely
I'm glad
love.
I got to see her last year.
God, I jumped out of my freaking seat barking like a damn dog.
That's what
I
happens.
met Nikki Bella
I remember that, yeah. That was cool.
I met Nikki Bella. When I met her, I couldn't stop looking at her tits. I was like, holy shit.
Well, yeah. Well, how can you not look at them things?
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
What's up, Simon?
Good God Almighty,
Simon Naked HD, motherfuckers.
motherfuckers!
Motherfuckers.
Can you see me?
Can't
Oh,
see
yeah.
you.
You
got black
can't
feet.
see me.
Got lights out.
He's like Simon's like Cena. You can't see me.
Okay, there you go.
Right, now we
I
can.
can't.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
That's better.
Simon Naked HD, motherfuckers.
Simon Nicholas G,
Simon,
motherfuckers.
motherfuckers.
What's going
This is
on?
gonna stay with me forever, huh?
Yes, it will.
Hell yeah.
It's tradition now.
Looks like I miss a lot of stuff, huh?
Yeah, quite a bit.
Yeah, we're on the predictions now. So
Already?
yeah,
Unless you want to talk about the other stuff before we go ahead with the rest of the predictions.
yeah. Samoa
Sure.
Joe,
Randy Orton, when you think he's
China-
going to be
China-
coming back.
China being in the
Papa
Hall of
Joe.
Do you think China should be in the Hall of Fame? We talked
Oh,
about
God.
that.
Seth Rollins cashing in.
She is
Yeah.
so dramatic, that damn girl.
Yeah,
naked.
but then again, can you blame? But then again, can you blame her? Did you listen to the whole interview with Russo?
I didn't see it. It's been
I still haven't
it's
seen
been in
that
my
yet.
it's been in my what do you call it? My hold on, my
Recommendations?
watch later section
Yeah,
Oh,
on
watch,
yeah.
YouTube
watch
for the
list.
past
Yeah,
for the
Yeah.
past week. Sadly,
I need to
I'll
watch
get
that
around
as
to
well.
watch it, but I
Yeah,
feel
you
like
did, huh?
I'm sure that's that she got fired, this and that. I know it's all sad and everything, and the whole Triple H and Stephanie thing happened, but the whole Triple H hitting her, that's going a little too far. I don't believe that. I just don't believe that. I said it before in other videos. If you go ahead and you watch China's interviews from every year, she is the queen of contradiction. She keeps contradicting herself, just changing stories here and there. So why would I believe this story? You know what I mean? So that's just me. But hey, if you want to believe it, all good with you. So it's I don't believe it.
Can't believe everything, though.
The way that I look at it is, we weren't there, and I
Yep.
mean, it could be true, and then again, it couldn't be true.
Yeah. Alright.
But anyways, what about Nikki Bella or Paige? Who is going to win at Fastlane?
My heart's with Paige. If you want to know my real
Alright.
prediction, go watch Simon Michael HD.
Paige for the win.
Paige for the win. Hey, it's
Sure.
going to be interesting to see what this Divas Championship match is going to be at Mania. What are they going to do? Because obviously right now you have AJ, who might return. Maybe Paige against Charlotte. That's a match we've never seen before.
For some weird reason, I feel that Brie Bella's going to turn on Nikki at Fastlane and let Paige win, and then,
Having
we should do
AJ and
that.
Stephanie.
and then that'll set up a match for Nikki versus Brie. Because it's weird.
Can
It's
you
weird
imagine?
that Brie and Nikki got together after that feud. It's
Yeah,
just-
they just randomly got put together.
Well, they kind of understood that the whole thing wasn't working. That's why they brought them back together. That's what I
Which
think.
is just as well. They
either
work more
that,
better together than being separated like
or
that.
it's either that or Brie will eventually turn on Nikki, and I don't know, but
Yeah.
It's a scenario.
Motherfucker.
I'm gonna go with Paige.
Alright.
Motherfuckers.
Okay, so I guess we'll go ahead and go
Yeah,
ahead.
I could go with either one. I
Yeah,
actually,
me too. I don't care.
either one would be fine with me, Paige or Nikki, because I like them both.
Oh, exactly.
Second that.
Nice. Alright, so
I third that.
into that. Alright, so
Full
Just
Sail
moving on.
University. Here we go.
in a little
The
while.
NXT taping just started at Full Sail University.
Alright, so with that said, we'll keep moving on with the predictions with the tag team titles, which will be on the line between the Usos as well as Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. And I'm actually going with Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. I've really been loving their team as of late, and they're doing wonders. So I don't see why not, especially if just to have a change up and have new tag team champions. I think would be rightfully so. So Zach, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think it'd also be Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. They have great chemistry as a tag team. I still think Cesaro could get a back push as a singles competitor, but we all know WWE won't let them. So I would think Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. If it's still the Usos, that's fine. But I would prefer Cesaro and Tyson Kidd at this point.
Alright, Simon?
I'm gonna go with the Usos. I just don't see it. I'd love to see, Kid and Cesaro. I just don't think it's their time right now. Not right now.
Same
Maybe
here.
Mania though.
I'm
You're
gonna
so
go.
crazy.
I'm gonna go with the Usos as well.
Chris?
I think it would be unique to see Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, but that's just me. Yeah, I completely agree with what Zach had said. I do feel that Cesaro deserves more, but apparently McMahon doesn't feel that Cesaro has it.
This
but
guy's
I
like
think it would-
McMahon.
Yeah, I think it would be unique to see them. I think I'd go with Tyson Kidd and Cesaro.
Fucking Twitter account got hacked.
Mr. McMahon. You can't be just
Oh,
saying
yeah, I saw that.
McMahon. This is the guy that created this whole universe.
When you look at his muscles, and fucking beat your ass.
God damn.
Oh, you can't even
Do
tell
you
me
just
that that's
say
not
Obama?
who's on
Do you
the
just
shoes.
say Obama or do you say President Obama? You say President Obama, you say Mr. S-N-D, and you say Mr. McMahon. Thank you very much.
Just like you say me naked HD, motherfuckers.
Oh, that's the respect.
You better believe it.
Woo!
Alright, so next day we got Intercontinental Championship match between Bad News Barrett, and this one will be interesting, especially with Dean Ambrose. So it can actually go either way with this one. It really doesn't matter. So in a way, it's a win-win situation for me. So it's actually cool to see something new for Dean Ambrose and going back for the title picture. Honestly, I kind of want to go with Bad News Barrett, but I do want Dean Ambrose to win at the same time. So Bad News Barrett for me. Zach, your thoughts?
I think the dog has something to say about that.
I'm hoping Dean Ambrose wins. He needs his first singles victory as a singles competitor since the Shield broke up. He's lost every pay-per-view. Since then, Dean needs the win, and plus, I think he would have a great run with the Intercontinental Championship. Just like David said, it's a win-win situation no matter who wins. I just prefer Ambrose because Ambrose is the frickin' man.
Hells to the yeah. We got Dean. We got Dean. We got Dean. The lunatic fringe.
The newest anchor, Dean Ambrose.
Yeah. New IC champion, the lunatic fringe.
Simon's
Chris, you sound just as unstable as Ambrose sound.
All right, Simon.
That's the one match I'm looking forward to.
Nice.
Yeah, man, me too. For some reason, I feel like this show might be stealing the show.
Awesome.
This match might be stealing the show, I should say. I'm pulling for Bad News Barrett, but I'm cool with Ambrose winning. If Ambrose wins, yeah, again, win-win. But my heart is with Bad News.
All right.
B&B motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm not bothered who wins, but I think it'll be good if Dean Ambrose once we can get a title added to it.
Title.
A title. What the heck is?
Are you
I throw
motherfuckers?
that in.
A title, motherfuckers.
Alright, so next match, we got John Cena as Rusev. Now with this one, I almost kind of see either disqualification or possibly John Cena most likely passing out to the Accolade in this one, since we've seen something like that happen before in the past. But with this one, I kind of want to go in a little bit more towards John Cena. I feel like he probably most likely gets the win, but you never really know. Zach, your thoughts?
Yeah, this one could go either way. We also got to remember, this is the first time since 2004 that John Cena's in a singles championship match, and the singles championship is not a world title. I mean, this has got to be. I think John Cena might win, but it's going to be a screwy finish. They're not going to end Rusev's undefeated streak. Cena's not going to bring back the crappy U.S. spinner belt. So I think it'll just be John Cena due to controversial circumstances, whether it's disqualification, count out, any of that crap.
Damn, his first non-title match, he's been put down.
Yeah, his first non-title match.
He's getting de-pushed now.
Oh my God, Cena's getting buried! Holy shit!
Damn.
No.
The IWC's gonna explode!
Don't say that just yet, because everybody might be changing their tune if he ends up winning on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, Simon.
Don't say Barry just yet.
Yeah.
No shit.
That word might be said a lot on Sunday.
We'll see.
Well.
Motherfuckers.
I really
Nice.
don't know who to pick in this one. I'll probably say Cena. You know.
I don't know, but I think John needs Nikki Bella at ringside because Lana might get an attitude adjustment of her
You know
own.
what? It would actually be cool if they would have Nikki with Cena at ringside, right? Incorporate that into storyline. I would love that.
I think it should happen because
Yeah.
Lana and Rusev are dating
Yeah,
in real
that's
life.
I mean, I'm not necessarily doing it with Rusev and Lana and
Yeah.
Nikki and John, but I just feel like John and Nikki being brought up, relationship being brought up storyline wise would be cool. You know, they did the Daniel Bryan and the Brie Bella. Why not do Johnny Cena and Nikki Bella?
Yeah.
I don't see why not. I don't see why not either. It's like everybody knows they're dating if they watch Total Divas. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't Nikki compliment John really good at ringside? And maybe
Sure, hell would make this match way
Probably
more
have sex
interesting.
with that before the match.
because Nikki could be like that,
Yeah.
vixen, that kind of like almost like a brunette Deborah. You know what I
Right.
mean?
And they're doing that with Daniel Bryan and Bree, so why not have it be the same thing in a way?
Exactly.
They're probably not doing it just
new
to be
two-man power
Nikki's a
trip,
heel
John
and
Cena
Cena's
and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. There's your power couple. Another one.
Power couple.
But Chris, your pick.
The John Cena versus Rusev. I mean, honestly, I could go either way on it. I don't mind if John Cena is going to win the U.S. belt. I don't care. I mean, I think it'd be actually kind of cool. And yes, I want the damn spinner belt, the U.S. spinner belt back. That belt was
can't confirm this one, damn it.
That belt was awesome.
The U.S. spinner belt is better than that one.
This is gonna make Cena a whole hell of a lot more popular if he ends up bringing that up.
But
remember,
you know what though?
Before Cena used that title, he wasn't that popular. You know what I mean?
No,
that title put him over the top in 04.
Yeah, exactly.
No one gives a shit about it.
He had beat the Big Show at WrestleMania 20 for that belt, you know, and I mean,
Yeah.
and yeah, he wasn't really that popular, like exactly what you were saying, Simon. 100% agreed. And how many people are going to be like, oh, John Cena buried Rusev because John Cena won the title? But let's be honest here. I mean, working with John Cena is, an honor, or would be an honor at this point, because the guy's been there, done that. He's a main eventer. He's the it factor. He's the face of the company.
Yeah.
And to be a young guy and want to fight him, I'd want to fight John Cena in a match. But I gotta say, I see this being one more match at WrestleMania. Then I think maybe Cena will win the title, but I'm still gonna go for Cena at Fastlane.
Yeah. And even if Rusev loses, it's not going to make him look bad whatsoever. He's still going to look strong and look like a badass anyway with that. So
yeah, I mean,
still going to be like a really.
Like I said, it can go either way. Either Rusev is going to dominate, or John Cena is going to pick up the win.
Well, let's be honest. I think the only if Rusev loses the belt, then I think the only people that are going to actually make him look bad is the YWC, IWC, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, obviously.
They make everybody look bad.
Alright, so moving on, where we have Roman Reigns in the row with Daniel Bryan in this one. Definitely creating a lot of talk, especially between the two, and having these two trying to get somewhat along with another and trying to see who can top who and everything like that. So, especially with the match stipulation where Roman Reigns' championship #1 contender spot is on the line. So we've seen something like this happen before in the past. And with this one,
that won't matter.
Yeah. So I'm actually kind of won't be surprised, like, if Roman Reigns does win on this. I can see that happening. So you never really know. Zach, your thoughts?
Either one or two things are going to happen. Roman Reigns wins, or it's some kind of finish that's going to make it a triple threat at WrestleMania, because I just don't see Daniel Bryan winning the one-on-one match. All they've done in this feud is kind of make the crowd split on like how they feel about Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns, and not in a good way, ever since the Royal Rumble. So it's either going to be Roman Reigns winning and looking very, very strong, or it's the second time, or the only time ever where we have a specific title in a triple threat match for 2 consecutive WrestleManias.
Alright, Simon.
Exactly.
Which match are we talking about? Sorry, I'm reading some news here.
Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan.
Oh, Daniel Bryan all the way. Fuck Reigns.
And that's one man's opinion.
Well, I'll just say this. Well, it doesn't matter who wins or loses, because if the triple threat at WrestleMania rumor is true, then it doesn't matter who wins or loses.
Exactly.
I'm past the whole WrestleMania thing. I feel like I'm thinking post WrestleMania. You know what I mean? If freaking Reigns ends up winning or ends up winning on Sunday, it goes against Brock at Mania. It's gonna be Rollins cashing in on Reigns post WrestleMania, and at Extreme Rules it's gonna be Seth Rollins against Roman Reigns, which is something I really don't want to see. I don't have no interest for that match at all, personally. I feel like if Daniel Bryan ends up winning and he goes against Brock at WrestleMania, not only will the build be better, the match be better, but the outcome post-WrestleMania is going to be better, because obviously Daniel Bryan against Seth Rollins at Extreme Rules is a hell of a match, and I think it's a match that everybody wants to see. That's just me.
I could not agree more. But at the same time,
It's best for business.
I do kind of I kind of am liking, sort of in a way, the feud between Roman and Bryan. But as far as who's going to win that match on Sunday, I don't know if this rumor is going to be true with what Travolta was talking about. And however, I mean, if that's the case, that they're going to make a triple threat, I don't see the point of having this match at Fastlane.
Roman Reigns ain't shit. He's even worse than fucking Steve Blackman as Cheesehead.
God.
I think he's better than Steve Blackman, but
I was going on Facebook and I saw a picture of Steve Blackman as Cheesehead, and that was why I said that. Hey, cheese!
Oh, God.
And Al Snow with his head. What does everybody want? What does everybody need?
head.
Hey! Well, I need head.
Yes, we know.
Yes, we know, Zach.
Everybody at work points it out.
There's no secret with that, Zach.
Don't worry, Zach. It'll happen one day.
You like a haircut?
No. Ain't nobody telling this.
So you mean people at work are telling you need head?
Where do you work?
You must be one hell of a hangry little mofo for people to be telling you.
Because everyone else in his work has got a head, except him.
Wow.
Well, you'll find someone, Zach.
No, I doubt it. It's been over a year since I've had someone. I doubt I'll get to one.
I mean, you're only how old are you? You're like 24. Yeah, you got plenty of time.
No, I'm not.
How old are you?
I turn 23 in a couple months.
Oh, well, you're still young then. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I was close.
Close by like 1 year.
Don't act so shocked, Zach.
Like I'm 16.
Yeah, Zach is a baby compared to like me.
Yeah, exactly. So don't get scared yet, Zach.
Too late for that.
Yeah, if he gets to be my age and still hasn't had any, then there's a problem.
Yeah, that's when you gotta start worrying.
We'll have to help him at that point.
That's when you're gonna have to call up a hooker.
You'll have to come
No.
You can go to the strip club.
We'll get to that.
No. Everybody at work keeps telling me strip club. I'm like, I ain't throw money to a bitch who doesn't want me.
Just contact Sunny on Skype. She'll do it.
No.
That's true.
Man, a heart attack.
Yeah, because she'll do anything for money.
Or contact China. By that time, she'll be back on drug.
No.
One night at China.
Oh God.
One night with a double Z TV.
Yep.
And Zach is
Or
dead.
double
You can make a review on it, Zach, next day.
or double Z.
That's a day now.
Well,
Like
I
it,
break
you know?
too much.
What? One night in Sunny.
Next topic, ladies and gentlemen. Please.
Yeah. Let's go right into it. Speaking Triple H, they're going to be having the promo this Sunday, and it's going to be...
I think Triple H is going to win on Sunday.
It's not a match, it's a promo.
It's not even a match.
We're giving thoughts. No
Oh, why the
predictions.
fuck are we talking about it then?
Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen.
David,
Who the hell
who's running
knows?
this shit? What do you want, David? You want us to predict what they're going to be wearing?
It's David.
What
Huh,
are
David?
gonna
Is
be
that the
happening?
big prediction? You want us to predict what they're going to be wearing?
No, how we feel about the whole
Oh,
feud
I
as
feel
of right
great.
now.
Thank you.
But anyway,
know,
you know,
but
with the
I-
feud
I-
and then, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that Triple H and Ric Flair promo for Monday Night was pretty good.
That was good
Yeah, that was
stuff.
cool.
Psychology at its best.
Yeah,
like
but going into that, you know, I actually been enjoying the feud as of late so far, especially where Triple H thinking that thing is basically getting in the way of things, and he actually basically wants out of it, and he doesn't want to be dealing with him. So it's gonna actually make for one interesting match at WrestleMania 2, setting up for it ever since Survivor Series. So it's gonna be actually pretty awesome. Actually looking forward to it. So Zach,
I predict Triple H is going to be wearing a suit. There you go.
Yep.
No. He's gonna be wearing a blouse.
I hope not.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he's got. I'm sure his wife has a closet full.
At least it's gonna come out like Arrow.
Maybe two closets full.
He does wear the panties.
I'd rather see him come out dressed up as Arrow, at least. But yeah,
And
Saki
Chase
thoughts.
just commented on the whole thing about virginity and singledom. Ah, shit.
What?
Chase Oliver just commented in the comments about the whole thing about me being single and everything.
He's helping you out. It's a good thing.
Chase gets it on, during the movies at his work. That's what he's doing, putting some butter, and that's what he's doing.
Exactly.
The butter that he normally uses for the freaking popcorn, he uses for something else. I'm telling you something right now. He goes in the back and he pretends to be two, and he's just, go ahead with the hands. You know what I mean?
He puts his own butter on the popcorn.
He puts his own butter on the popcorn.
That ain't butter you're getting.
Puts the lotion on the bunny.
Alright, Saki thoughts.
He's gonna want to pop into this video to defend his honor now, right?
I know, right?
Send him an
Then
invite.
he's gonna start talking about his cock fist.
Cock fist.
Yeah. He actually created that. It was either him or Steven that created that cock fist thing.
No, I think it was Chase.
Yeah.
I think I saw Chase right there.
First
I'll put
video
the
I
link to the
saw
hangout
him
in the
talking
comments.
about this, I was like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Cockfist. What's this?
Boy.
I did not have any idea who the hell he was talking about.
Yeah.
Cockfist. I understood when he did that, but
Cockfist.
goddamn.
No, enough
Alright.
about cocks, people, please.
Yeah.
No cocks. I'd rather talk about pussy.
Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and motherfucking China.
China.
Lots of porn star in this video. And Chandra Entertainment. It's legit something that you should put, as
We'll
as
talk
a.
about that here.
He had to bring that name up, didn't you?
Don't worry about
I
it.
feel like a lot of people hate on him. What's the problem with this guy? I haven't had an issue with him at all.
It's because he's loud. He's not. He's loud. He's obnoxious. He's a
Subscribe.
It's stuff I wouldn't worry
Yeah,
about.
he makes me laugh.
You know what? I particularly I don't like the kid. I'm not subscribed to him. It is what it is.
Subscribe.
Alright, Zach, your thoughts on Sting and Triple H so far?
I personally cannot wait for this big confrontation. I hope they have like some kind of big freaking brawl in the ring. Obviously, it's not going to be bloody because it's not PG or any of that crap. But I can't wait for this. Like, this build-up has been pretty damn good. Can't wait for them to implode at WrestleMania. I'm hoping it's at least no holds barred because I want to see that clash of the sledgehammer, or as people call it, the shovel, and the baseball bat.
The big black
Chase
bat.
is telling me that I don't know
Wow.
how the popcorn machine works. I do know, Chase. I bet you know too, huh?
The link to the hangouts in the comments below.
I have no idea how a popcorn machine works. I'm telling you, I have no idea. That's not my trick.
Riddle me this,
Simon
riddle me
Cox.
that. Who's afraid of the big black bat? It's
Oh, God.
showtime.
Yeah, the bat.
Woo! Do, 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 do,
I
do.
downloaded that song today.
I love that version of the WCW Mayhem Team's CD from back in the day. Such a great transition between both songs on that album. Love that.
Yeah, I downloaded a lot of WWE music today in that one EC3
Oh yeah, I
theme.
saw that
Oh,
post.
I saw your post, Chris.
Yeah.
You and your fucking...
Dude, I freaking love that EC3 theme. I don't know what it is. I love it.
It's
Chaba,
very
chaba, chaba,
catchy.
chaba, 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 chaba. Whoa.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
It's really rare that somebody goes from WWE and to go to TNA and looks better in TNA than he did in WWE. There's like 3 or 4 wrestler or superstar that can be, put in that category. To me, EC3 definitely, looks a lot better, is a lot better in WCW, but in TNA that he ever was in WWE, and same thing for Mickie James. Mickie James,
Yes.
hell of a lot better in TNA than she ever was in WWE.
And Brodus Clay.
No.
Yeah, just wait till Drew McIntyre gets to TNA, aka Drew Gallows.
I hope they're on this Friday. That'd be cool.
Don't forget Brodus
Yeah,
Clay.
that'd be cool.
Yeah. Alright, Simon, your thoughts on Triple H's Sting so far?
It's great, looking forward to the segment at the pay-per-view. I don't know when that segment's gonna be going on at the pay-per-view. Are they gonna have that segment to main event the show? it's going to be interesting.
I think
Is
they're
it going to
gonna-
open the show? You know. Should
I
be
think they're probably going to save it till the end.
It wouldn't surprise me, especially considering the fact that if freaking Roman Reigns ends up winning, they know that he's going to be booed the hell out of the building. So they're going to have to save
Crowd
something
home
at
happy
the end
then.
and have the people go home happy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
Alright,
yeah, it should be a great segment. Looking forward to it. You know.
Alright.
It'll be good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to see what transpires.
Alright, so there you go. That pretty much does it with the predictions and as well with the show overall. It's actually been really fun and hopefully...
This show was brought to you by Chase Oliver and the Popcorn Machine.
Yes. Get us some free movie tickets. We'll head
Oh,
out that
God.
way.
SmackDown. SmackDown is starting in Canada, ladies and gentlemen.
SmackDown
You can go and watch SmackDown right now if you want. One day in advance of y'all.
I'll be watching that tomorrow. And it's sponsored by Pokemon. Before we end
Pokemon? Who the hell
Hey,
brought
it's
up
better than that
Pokemon?
stupid bear that Heel Steven keeps waving around.
Barry.
You have yourself a
Don't
good night, ladies and
underestimate the
gentlemen.
bear.
Good old Andy is out of here.
And we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Yep.